Ralf Rangnick has perfect opportunity to rectify Man United's £50 million transfer mistake. Manchester United interim boss Ralf Rangnick was tasked with salvaging United's seasons when he was placed in charge late last year. And he may have to turn to the transfer market to fulfill that remit after a pretty uninspiring start to his premiership at Old Trafford. Rather than lifting the doom and gloom that hang over Manchester after the ex-fail on club legend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Rangnick has similarly, if possible, presided for a similarly bleak spell. The ex-RB Leipzig chief's infamous gegenpressing approach has failed to materialise in the early days of his reigns. To make matters, a number of United players don't appear to be a natural fit for his preferred tactical set. Of those players, perhaps none are more at risk of being frozen out under Rangnick than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. United forked out a staggering £50 million to price Wan-Bissaka away from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019 after the Croydon-born fullback impressed during his maiden seasons in senior football. Since then, Wan-Bissaka has pretty much met the right back bird at Old Trafford this summer. The 24 results strengths may lie in the defensive side of his game. His lack of quality in the final third is threatening to halt his Manchester United career. Given Wan-Bissaka's shortcomings, it makes sense that United are toying with sanctioning a £40 million move for Brighton star Tariq Lamptey, according to Mail Online. Lamptey's electric start to life on the South Coast since his arrival from Chelsea for bargain £3 million back in January 2020 has evidently caught the eye of United and a host of the Premier League's top clubs. Arsenal were also linked with a speedy fullback earlier this month. It says a lot about Lamptey's prominence in the final third and the quality that he possesses in attacking situations that Brighton have actually been using the wing-back in a slightly more advanced role after he returned from long-term hamstring injury later this season. And the 21 results lightning speed and explosive play down. The right-hand flank has quickly become a trademark of Graham Potter's impressive side. Even at Rangnick's preferred for 2-2 formations places a happy emphasis on fullback to provide a weight and attacking impetus, something that has left Wan-Bissaka looking out of his depth. That wouldn't be the case with Lamptey, who will slot in nicely to Rangnick's current tactical approach and will certainly be an upgrade on Wan-Bissaka in attacking sense. Defensively, Leipzig has forward his squad too. Brighton currently boasts the 5 best defensive record in the league, and Lamptey's form has played a key part in that. The writing has been on the wall for Wan-Bissaka since Rangnick took the reins at Old Trafford. Diogo Dalot was given the nod for his first Premier League game in charge of United, but the jury is still out on the Italian star, who hasn't managed to nail down a regular starting spot since he arrived in England back in 2018. The only potential stumbling block in United's sports suite of Lamptey will come down to fullback's price tag. United reportedly value Lamptey at £30 million, a figure that falls well short of Brighton's valuations of £40 million. But given the stunning impact that Lamptey has made during his first 2 years of senior football in the Premier League, and that he had been a marked improvement on anyone that United currently have at the club, it's a no-brainer for the Old Trafford hierarchy to sell out that song. In fact, you could even argue that for a young British player still nowhere near his prime, that price tag is a bargain in the current inflated market. They paid out more than out for Wan-Bissaka, who has been left horribly exposed by Rangnick's new Italian gift. Unfortunately, the former policeman no longer seems to fit the requirements for United's new look under Rangnick. Lamptey, however, looks tailor-made for the German innovator.